trifecta, superfecta, late pick 4. And here's the field, led by Ray Remen, Hall of Famer Ray Remen. Won the first Hambletonian at the Meadowlands. Number 1, Classic Chap with Tron Smedshammer, trains and drives for Wanda Policini's Purple Haze Stables. A half-brother to a 2012 Hambletonian winner, Market Share. Tron Smedshammer won the 2004 edition with the Triple Crown champion, Windsong's Legacy. Elimination winner, Tactical Landing, Jimmy Tactor, going for a 6th win today. Trainer-driver for the Tactical Landing Stable. Elimination winner in 152 and 1. The brother to 2015 Hambletonian runner-up, Mission Brief. 6-time Trainer of the Year, Jimmy Tactor, the leading money-winning trainer in Meadowlands history on this historic day. 3, Crystal Fashion. Tim Tetrick drives for Jim Campbell, Fashion Farms. The fastest elimination winner, 150 and 1/5, a world record for a 3-year-old gelding on a mile track. Very consistent gelding who also won the Earl Beale Jr. Memorial. And Tim Tetrick won the 2012 Hambletonian with Market Share. Number 4, Alarm Detector. Trevor Henry, Benoit Bayard-Jean making their Hambletonian debut, owned by Thomas and Elizabeth Rankin, Claude Hamel, and Sento Vina. The 2017 O'Brien Award winner. He was 3rd in the Good Times in the Stanley Dancer Memorial Division. And he was 4th in his elimination. Number 5, Fashion Woodchopper, 1 of 3 in this final for Jim Campbell and Jules Siegel's Fashion Farms. Hall of Famer Dave Miller in the sulky. Fashion Woodchopper was a Pennsylvania Sire Stakes champion as a 2-year-old, sharp runner-up in the Reynolds Memorial. And for newly minted member of the Harness Racing Hall of Fame, Jules Siegel, who has 3 in this final with Jim Campbell. Hat-trick Habit, number 6, Brian Sears, the Hall of Famer, driving for Scott DiDomenico, John McGill, and Brian Carsey. Hat-trick Habit, a recent acquisition for Scott DiDomenico. Brian Sears, a 3-time Hambletonian winner with Pinkman, Royalty for Life, and the Stakes Mark, Muscle Hill, 150 and 1. The filly Atlanta, the Chapter 7 filly for Scott Zeron. His father, Rick Zeron. Rick Zeron, Crawford Farms Racing, Holland Racing Stable, Howard Taylor, Brad Grant. A close second at her elimination in 150 and 1. Looking to become only the 14th filly in 93 years to beat the boys. Scott Zeron, a winner of the Hambletonian in 2016 with Marion Marauder. Atlanta. Number 8 is Metz Hall. Andy Miller driving for Julie Miller, Stroy Incorporated, Andy Miller Stable. 3rd in his elimination. The son of Cantab Hall, a winner in the Reynolds Memorial here. And Team Orange Crush have hit the board in the last 2 Hambletonians with Devious Man and Sutton. Number 9 is Evaluate. Orhan Kilstrom will drive for Marcus Melander and Stall TZ Incorporated. Mr. Kilstrom, a 3-time Elite Lop winner, has driven stars like Maharaja, Nuncio, From Above, Commander Crow, Giant Diablo, and Propulsion. And has post 9 here and a shot with Evaluate. And number 10 is Patent Leather with Yannick Gingras driving for trainer Jim Campbell and Fashion Farms. The 3rd entry for Jim Campbell and Fashion Farms, the son of their undefeated 2-time, the 2002 Dan Patch award-winning 2-year-old Broadway Hall. Patent Leather. And that's your field for the $1 million 93rd Hambletonian. Good luck to all. Race 13, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, Late Pick 4. And they are lined up for the $1 million 93rd Hambletonian. Field of 10. All set and revved up behind the gate. Race 13. Here they come at the Meadowlands. And they're off and trotting in the Hambletonian and Atlanta. The filly leaves out of there with Metz Hall on the outside, and Fashion Wood Chopper is pushed into play. He is third into the first turn. Classic Chap is going to cut the corner, and going up there is Evaluate fourth now. Classic Chap is fifth. Tactical Landing out away sixth. Say head to the opening quarter. Crystal Fashion unhurried seventh at this point. And then it's Alarm Detector, followed by Patent Leather on the inside, and Hat Trick Habit is the early trailer. So she's out there winging again. Atlanta, who finished second in the first heat, 26-2. Atlanta paves the way by 2. Now looking to tighten in second is Fashion Wood Chopper with Dave Miller. The whip up on Metz Hall in that third position across the backstretch. Evaluate is fourth. And now Tactor gets Tactical Landing in gear, uncovered fifth on the outside. And that's live cover for Crystal Fashion and T-Trick going up there on the outside. And into the flow is Alarm Detector now third over, and he gets in gear. So a shuffle for Classic Chap near the rear of the field with Hat Trick Habit on the outside and Patent Leather. The half up in a rated 55-2. So 29 rating in that second quarter. Atlanta in front. Here's Tactor with Tactical Landing on the outside to threaten as they head to three quarters. Fashion Wood Chopper locked in the box third. Crystal Fashion needs to flip three wide right now as Atlanta opens up. Atlanta getting some separation now on Tactical Landing on the outside. Fashion Wood Chopper back on the inside. Three wide Crystal Fashion. Three quarters, 122 and 4, 27 and 2. And she's trying to give them the slip here. It is Atlanta, the filly, and Scott Zeron trying to keep her going. Trying to track her down. Crystal Fashion, Metz Hall on the outside. Tactical Landing on the inside. Almost there, Atlanta. Scott Zeron rocking, whipping, driving, and the filly does it! Atlanta, then Metz Hall. Tactical Landing and Crystal Fashion. Atlanta in 150-4 wins the Hambletonian. The judges have posted the unofficial winners, 7 Atlanta, and a photo. The time 150-4. In the photo, number 8, Metz Hall second. 2, Tactical Landing third. And 3, Crystal Fashion fourth. 7, 8, 2, 3. The filly Atlanta beats the boys today. She bounces back from her neck loss in her elimination to dominate the final in 150-4. The filly by Chapter 7 out of Hemi Blue Chip by Cantab Hall. Bred in Sweden by Order by Stable. And owned by Rick Zeron. Crawford Farms Racing. Holland Racing Stable. Howard Taylor of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Brad Grant of Ontario, Canada. And it's an O Canada, father and son, Rick Zeron and Scott Zeron with the filly Atlanta. Her 6th win in 7 starts this season, and her 10th career victory in 17 career starts. And the biggest one of all, the $1 million Hambletonian in 150 4/5 today. Congratulations. She's the 14th filly to win the Hambletonian in 93 years. A couple of years ago, and now Atlanta here as they are being collared by another Canadian, Greg Blanchard, who's doing the trackside interview on CBS Sportsnet Live. 3 Canadians in a row there. 7, Atlanta, 640, 420, 360. The 8, Metz Hall, 1947-60, and the 2, Tactical Landing, 340. A 782, 500, 1540, and the Oaks Hambletonian double was 47, 1860. As we get ready for race 14, coming up in 23 minutes at 5:46, race 14 will be the Dr. John R. Steele Memorial. And there are no changes. Came into the Hambletonian a perfect 5 for 5, and she was super impressive winning her debut here this season, 2018 debut, beating older horses with a big rally in 152 back on April 28th. She went on to sweep her elimination in the final of the Empire Breeders' Classic and an all-age track record at Vernon Downs on May 18th, a 150-3. She set another track record of 152-2 in New York Sire Stakes at Tioga Downs on June 24th, and came into the race in perfect shape. Filly was originally named Django Unchanged, but was changed to Atlanta. Rick Zeron said he picked the name Atlanta as a tribute to new members of his family. His daughter Jade's father-in-law lives in Atlanta. Dominated the WEG circuit, Woodbine Entertainment Group circuit, top track in Canada, in Ontario, before he came here to the Meadowlands and hooked up with trainer Tony Alagnu and raced so many great horses and had that opportunity to thrive, and he certainly did. And now that's 2 Hambletonians already at the age of 29 for Scott Zeron. Of course, he guided his father's trainee Shambhala to the U.S. Pacing Championship victory, 147-1 a few years back. Call Me Queen Bee, a Breeders' Crown champion, over 3,000 wins. He's in the $50 million trophy presentation will be made by John Campbell, the president, CEO of the Hambletonian Society, Tom Charters, the ex-vice president, Jeff Gorell, chairman, CEO of Meadowlands Racing and Entertainment, Jason Settlemore, COO and general manager here. Also, Hall of Famer Ray Remen will present the trophy to the driver, and Blair Burgess to the winning trainer. Give you the rundown. The complete order of finish for race 13. Classic Chap 7th, Tactical Landing 3rd, Crystal Fashion 4th, Alarm Detector 6th, Fashion Woodchopper 10th, Hat-Trick Habit 9th, Atlanta the winner, Mets Hall 2nd, Evaluate 5th, Patent Leather was 8th. 7-3-4, 6-10-9, 1-2, 5-8, 150 and 4.
All right, the 93rd Hambletonian is in, and it is Atlanta who gets the job done here. Rick Zeron, the treader. Scott Zeron in the bike here today for the ownership group of Rick Zeron, the Crawford Farms, the Holland Racing Stable, Howard Taylor, and Brad Grant. We're going to catch up first with driver Scott Zeron. Scott, talk to us about this mile from Atlanta here. Were you at all concerned after the tough heat that she went there in the first heat?
Yeah, I was not concerned about the actual speed and talent that she has, just more about the attitude of having to hit the bottom of her lungs for the first time ever in that elimination, and she just got away from me, and I really regretted the way that race went. But I told myself, you know, if she's a champion, she's going to bounce back, and that won't phase her, and it did just that.
16th of a mile to go. Obviously, you are rooting for the wire to come up. Do you think you had enough to hang on?
I did. She was maintaining speed a lot better than she did in that elimination, so I thought I was going to get up.
All right. Well, congratulations, Scott. I know it has to be very special to team up here with your father, Rick.
This is huge.
And Rick, I know, thinks it is huge as well. Rick, we're going to bring you back in here. How does it feel? Tell us once more to get the job done with Atlanta. You had all the confidence going in.
Well, I had a ton of confidence. Scott had more confidence than me because he knows he's been driving her all year. He knew exactly what type of a filly he had. He's kind of the one that persuaded me to put her in with the boys. And I just followed the trend, and we just trained her up and had her ready for it. And I think I managed her as the best I could by keeping her away from here, other than their first trip and racing her on the Sire Stakes and getting her all swollen up and having her ready for a big day like today.
Did you do anything differently to try to prepare her for two heats?
Pardon me?
Did you do anything differently to try to prepare her for two heats?
No, good horses, you don't change nothing. You don't change nothing. You just let the good horses be good horses, that's all. I'd have a little shout out to my daughter that's in Sweden, Jerrica and Johan. We just want to say hi and thanks for all the support.
Okay, Michelle Crawford, we're going to bring you in here. I know this has to be a very special moment here as you guys are tracks out here in the Hambletonian Winners presentation as well.
We're so excited. We can't be more humbled and honored that they included us in on this amazing filly. Scott, Rick, family, all amazing. Great to meet new people, new partners. So we are so excited to add her to our broodmare bun down the road. And I don't know, I don't have words. I'm just so excited. Great job by all. Thank you, and thank you to the partners for allowing us to share.
It's very rare, obviously, we know, to add a Hambletonian champion to the Broodmare Band. And that's going to wrap up the story here trackside for now with the winning connections of the 93rd Hambletonian.